Hello, my beautiful friends. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that I get to do this update right now for you guys. A few of you mamas have been asking me on Instagram, and I have promised you a video, and it just took me a little while. I have to be honest. I did film this already, and once I went to look at it and edit it, I said, oh my goodness, first the lighting was terrible, and I knew it, but then I forgot a few things, and I said, oh, no, I want to do this better. So here we are again. Before I get into it, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I do have my curriculum picks videos linked down below, because in case as I'm giving you my update, you're lost, you do want to watch those videos first. So I will link them down below. So I want to start with Jonah, and then I'll do JL, and I'm just talking about the independent work as far as our homeschool goes. You guys already know we are a morning time basket family here, and I already shared my morning time basket for January. It's one of my favorite things to do with the boys. So we have a lot of fun during our morning time. So that's not changing. That's doing very well. Now, when it comes to independent work, there are a few changes that have happened, and I'll discuss why and so forth. So let's start with Jonah. Now, for Jonah, just a few things have changed. I decided to do to continue to do his blue book for learning language arts through literature. I like that program. I was teaching him to read with the blue book. I did not get to finish it last year. I was pregnant, and there was a few health issues here and there, and everything really slowed down after March, April, May. I can't explain it, but I really did slow down. So my desire was, okay, you know what? I'm gonna focus. I'm just teaching him to read. I want him to have a good foundation. So I said, let me just finish the blue book. It's not a problem. Let's do it. And I will continue the red book as soon as I finish the blue book, which should be in the next month or so. So I'm going to do that for him. That was one of the changes. Another change is I did not get to do history with him. One of my in my video, I did say that I want to do alone time with me and him for history, because I had the second grade Becca program, which I really like, and it's American history. I wanted to do that with him, but again, I kind of just planned thinking, you know, this will work. But, you know, once you get into it, you realize you just don't have enough time to do all the things that you planned. So that's one of the things that I didn't get to do. But he does get history. He gets history with our morning time basket and with our passport to our adventures. So he's getting history with a few things that I do already with them in the morning time. So he's doing great with that. So one of the things that I did add on was the draw right now. It's part of his curriculum. So he's doing his learning language arts through literature. He's doing his handwriting without tears, which is always a great program. I never have a problem with that. It's just literally him practicing writing. He does his draw right now. He's doing reading, which is so great. We're over that learning hump. He's learned to decode some words already, and I'm so excited. So he's actually reading sentences for me, and so I found this resource on Teachers Pay Teachers, which I'll link down below. It's just reading sentences, but it gives them like a nice incentive, because at the bottom of the page that has like at least 6 or 7 sentences, they have to shade in a star every time they read that page. So it's just practice every day, even though it's repetitive, which is the best part, it's repetitive, but it is practice every day to read those words, those sentences. And then once he finishes that one page, I make him shade in this reading chart that I have for him. Once he's finished with 10 of the reading chart squares, he gets a treat. So it's been a nice incentive for him, and he loves it. So he reads those for me, and he usually does 2 at a time, because I want him to do 2 little squares on his reading chart. We can get through the treats a lot sooner, right? So that's the incentive. So he's been loving that. And again, I'm going to link it down below in case I didn't explain it well. I'm so sorry. So that's one thing I added. He's doing his math with Horizons. It's a great program. We do a page a day, or sometimes 2. But it's very simple math, and he is really good at math. That's something he gets, which is great. So no problem with math at all. When it comes to science, he's doing mystery science with his brother. And we're going to start doing the good and the beautiful human body, which is something I'm setting up right now. I'm so excited. So that's going to start in February. So I'm excited about that. But mystery science is our favorite go-to. And we also do science with the good and the beautiful. I'm sorry, not the good and the beautiful. The passport to adventures in our morning time basket. So science is always covered. Science is one of our favorites. So he also is doing his United States. He loves doing this United States curriculum that I have for him. I'm just using a workbook from Target, and then I added a few little activities for him, and he's loving it. It's one of his favorite things to do. So we are finishing on our 50 states. I would say by May. By May we will finish with the 50 states. And then for Jonah, he also does ABC Mouse. This a subscription that I have for him and JJ. They both do ABC Mouse. And it's helping him to read. He was doing reading eggs, but I had like a 30-day program for reading eggs. I really like it. I'm gonna try to do it for him next year or in the next school year. Once I don't have ABC Mouse, but right now we're good with ABC Mouse. Again, my main focus for Jonah is teaching him to read, and we're almost over completely that leap into reading. So that's my main focus for him. So let's go into JL, who is my 5th grader. And if I didn't say it, Jonah's my 2nd grader. So JL is my 5th grader. So with JL, I also do the purple book from learning language arts to literature. I do want to do a curriculum review. I totally have not done a review for you guys for a few reasons. I was really trying to give this curriculum a chance. I love it, I do, but I have realized that it's just no longer a good fit for him. But we're gonna finish this purple book because it's a well-rounded curriculum, but it just has filled its purpose. When I first got this curriculum for him, my main reason was to get him to read, to enjoy reading, to just start reading chapter books, and it really did that. But also now that it's changed a few things, I'm not as excited as I was with his 3rd grade curriculum. I think that the 3rd grade for me was the best of all the 3 that I've done. So, but I'll get into that in a curriculum review. So I'm jumping ahead. Anyway, so let's go back. So we're finishing up on learning language arts to literature this year. It's just gonna stay the way it is. We're not doing the readers because he's just not, if I give it to him and he's not caught, like if the book is not grabbing him in the first 10 to 12 to 15 pages, he just will not want to read it. And it just becomes like this burden for him. So I don't want that. I love that he's just picking up chapter books on his own in the library, and I just let him read those. And he's reading a ton, so I'm really happy about that. So he's doing great with reading. He did do Mr. Popper's Penguin. With the Learning Language Arts and Literature, it comes with 4 books for book studies, but it also has other books kind of intertwined through the everyday words. And so Mr. Papa Penguins was one of them, and instead of doing the one that it was given to him, I think it was a Sign of the Beaver, he decided to do Mr. Papa's Penguin, and I was fine with that. And I'm saying that a little bit too fast. I'm sorry about that. I don't want this video to be too long. So anyways, so moving on. Life of Fred. Life of Fred this year will be the last year with us doing Life of Fred. I have decided that the main reason of me starting Life of Fred with him was also to get him to enjoy reading and just get him into a rhythm of reading all the time. And Life of Fred did that. He loves the stories of Life of Fred. So it's just been, I feel like it's done its thing, and we did enjoy all the stories, but now we're gonna move on into a curriculum for math. So that's what I'm gonna be looking at next year. We have a Minecraft math curriculum that we did, like a workbook that we're using. And I always say that I have Smart Alec, which we have. So those are the workbooks that we use for practice with it when it comes to like multiplication, division, and stuff like that, fractions. But for next year, I will have to consider him to actually do a curriculum for math. What I am planning to do is a math week for him. I want to set up like a mini boot camp for math, because I want to just kind of like assess where he is and go over concepts that he's weak on, and also introduce him to new concepts that he needs to know for this year for 5th grade. So I will be doing a math mini boot camp, and I hope to share that with you guys here, if not in Instagram. So you really do have to follow me on Instagram, because I love sharing there the most. Okay, what else? So those 2 subjects, he's doing geography great. It's a curriculum workbook that I shared here. I shared a video on our maps, charts, and graphs, and we love it. He's loving that. He's learning typing using typing.com. He loves it. He's doing science with mystery science, like I said, and we're gonna start the human body soon with Good and the Beautiful. And then with history, that's been another one that has gone really, really slow. We were doing history once a week, and I did share his history curriculum here. So the first era was Vikings and Native Americans, and it just went really slow. He was not as interested. So I'm hoping that now that we're jumping into the next era, that he gets into it. I really just gonna continue. I'm gonna continue using that workbook from the Thinking Tree. I like it a lot, and I want him to just be used to doing something because he has to and he needs to, and not just because he enjoys it only. So I want him to also have that persistence, that diligence to do something that he needs to do, and I'll use history for that too. He's also doing draw right now, and he's doing cursive practice with the workbook that I got from Amazon. It's very simple. It's just quotes, and he practices his cursive. And then we are doing the vocabulary, which I know this vocabulary program is so easy, so simple, but it has allowed him to expand his vocabulary in the way he talks, but also in his writing. It's helping him with his spelling. So I'm really happy about that. The vocabulary curriculum is something that I'll keep. I have all the programs, so it's great. And now for JJ, he's doing letter of the week. And we just decided to not do the reading corner. Reading corner was just an extra that I had practiced, an extra curriculum that I had purchased when she had it on sale, and it's just too much for me to do because I'm doing a lot of like worksheets for him and activities like crafts, and I'm keeping it simple because again I have a 5-month-old baby and homeschooling 3 boys with a 5-month-old baby. You just have a little bit of time. You don't have a lot. So that's what I decided to cut off, the reading corner, but maybe I'll do it for next year because the reading corner does introduce sight words, so I really think that it will be good for his kindergarten year. And then he's also doing ABC Mouse, and there's a app called Womster app, which is great because it just teaches him words, and he just loves the little monster. It's really funny. So he's learning with the Womster app and the ABC Mouse. With JL and Jonah, JL is also doing a word app, which I got for free, and it's just one of those apps that it gives you 5 letters and you have to come up with words using those 5 letters, and it's teaching him to spell. So that's another good app that he's doing. And Jonah's doing Moose Math also. We do it like once a week, so it's good to have apps because they enjoy their screen time, and it's just a fun way of learning. Electives, we do art on Fridays, Fun Fridays. We do a poetry time on Fun Fridays. We love it. Spanish. Oh, there goes JJ. I'm doing a video, papi. Spanish is one of those things that I just decided that it will happen when it will happen. I am not doing a curriculum for Spanish. We are a very bilingual home here, and I speak Spanish all the time, every day. So JL is picking up the Spanish just because he's listening to us and having to respond to us in Spanish. Or when Grandpa's here, when Grandpa calls, he talks to him in Spanish. So I'm gonna just let Spanish happen when it happens. Daddy's classes are starting up again. He has been doing a lot of overtime, and it's something that we enjoy to do on Fun Fridays. So Daddy's classes are starting up again soon. But that's it, you guys. That is my update for you for this year. I'm hoping that this was helpful for you guys. Don't give up. Keep going. This is our midway checkup point, which means that this is when we start thinking, oh my gosh, am I doing a good job? Are they ever going to finish this curriculum? Just go through the curriculum. A lot of the time, repetitive is just not needed. There's so much repetition when it comes to math. Even language arts repeats a lot of things. So just go through the curriculums, and you will see that sometimes you just don't have to do it all. You could do 75% of it and still have a great outcome. So don't stress, you mamas. And they are learning. They're learning a ton. So I'm very happy. And I don't want to take it for granted. So you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon with another video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.